A push to end gun violence in Tampa. Cases of gun violence rose last year with nearly 50 deadly shootings. You're seeing the impact of just a few of those here. This year, local leaders and activists are making a commitment to stop the trend. They've held several meetings in neighborhoods all across the city in hopes of finding a solution. Still, nearly 24 hours before leaders came together tonight, 2 people were shot in downtown Tampa. One of them did not survive. 10 Tampa Bay's Shannon Clow went to tonight's gun violence meeting where the chief shared new information about last night's shooting and listened for solutions to keep people safe.
Well, multiple times tonight, people brought up the situation that happened here on Franklin Street last night where a man was shot and killed. The chief saying that appeared to be a situation of self-defense, but regardless, it was gun violence. So in response, the community is now asking for police to get out of their patrol cars and start walking our streets.
This gotta stop.
Today marks 6 months since Manuel Rivera lost his 21-year-old son, Nadaje Rivera.
We need to do something, and I need answers.
Miss Patricia?
It's been 2 years since Patricia Brown lost her 27-year-old son, Devontae Brown, who was shot and killed walking home from work. Now, it's been just 1 day for another family who is suffering that same loss.
I hear, oh, somebody else just got shot and killed, and that brings back home to me. And there's another parent that go through the same thing that I'm going through.
We go home at the end of the day. Right? We live.
Tonight, Tampa Police Chief Mary O'Connor leading the conversation about how we're going to stop this.
We have to all be in this together.
People of all ages, including teens, were out here tonight.
To be a 16-year-old young man in the streets is different from being an adult in the streets.
Tacoin Diggs is no stranger to gun violence.
A few of my cousins, my grandmother, one of my mom's boyfriends, and one of my aunties got shot.
Thank you. Thank you.
O'Connor opened the floor to listen.
So I agree with you on both fronts.
So my daughter,
People bringing up the need for cameras to catch people in the act.
If it weren't for those cameras and caught him in the action of shooting my daughter, I would have never had a grand jury up at the first degree.
The solution isn't simple, but one thing is.
Lay your guns down, talk, communicate.
2021 was a deadly year due to a rise in gun violence in Tampa, and right now it looks like we are on trend to match that. Let's take a deeper dive into the numbers. There were 48 homicides in 2021. That's 17 more than 2020 and 2019. So far this year, we have had 10, which is about even to last year at this time. It's why leaders are working so hard to put an end to this deadly trend.